I was like, Grandma, Judge, when she was like, well, it looks like she's not coming because she would have been here already. I was like, throw that salt on the wound, girl. Throw it.
I know, I know, I know, I know.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Island USA Beyond the Villa, starring the season 6 cast of Love Island. Today we're going to be talking about the finale. Don't know if they should bring it back, but we're at the finale, y'all. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. So yeah, let's start with maybe like Jana and Kenny. They incorporated a little bit of real life in there with the blurred out stories. It's like, I don't know why they blurred that stuff out. We've all seen it.
Yeah.
They could have added a little bit more tea to the end of, since they were going to bring us up to speed, like, where is Kenny? Like, where's Waldo? Where is he? Okay.
Right.
You should have secured a updated something, because at least people would have been, even though we would have been mad to see him say something like, I apologize or whatever on camera, I still think it would have been like, bruh, I don't know, say something, do something. You get yourself in public a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, I know he's just gonna be trashed. But I mean, as he should, he needs to face his punishment.
Yeah, he does. Also, face it so that you could move on in your life as well. He doing this in hiding thing. I don't know. Like, just take accountability. Say what it was. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of favor back from people, but you still have to live your life, So, yeah,
he need to do one of them little Aaron things. What Aaron do?
Go hide away.
Maybe that's what he is.
He could be. He might be taking a page out of Aaron's book. But yeah, I was a little surprised that the one that they put it in there. Two, that they, like, somebody else had brought this up too. I saw where they made it almost seem like it was like an amicable breakup, like, with both of their statements, and it's like, like, let's actually hint at what happened here. And I don't know if it's just like they didn't want to have to like pick sides or whatever, but everyone is talking about how hard it is to be in the industry. Serena's talking about her anxiety. Leah's talking about her health problems. Like, it's okay to say what it was. Like, Kenny ain't shit. Let's say it. So I don't know what that was about, but yeah, I definitely was like rolling eyes at that.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I wonder if some of what they were trying to do is just like not defame him, and just because they're a network, try to keep it cute, keep it clean or whatever. Because the parts they blurred out is where she was saying like, he, it's disgusting, and to, see that someone, was lying to you or whatever. So that maybe that. And then on his side, maybe they were just trying to blur out the pieces that were more so having this narrative that they felt like maybe wasn't true. So just trying to like balance both. I don't know. Or maybe just send people to like go to the real source, because we're just noting that they are broken up.
Yeah, because they blurred out their picture too, so I was a little confused. I didn't realize that this happened so close to them wrapping up. So they put this season out pretty quickly. Because it was what, 4 weeks, 6 weeks?
Something like that. But we had 8 episodes, so 8 weeks, I would assume. Unless, was the first episode dropped
between the second and the third episode is when all the news started circulating.
I got you.
Yeah.
But I realized they were kind of close in time to present day when Ariana met with the girls and she was like, I'm going to go to Fiji to film the new season. So I figured it was close in time. But yeah, no, it's a lot. We also kind of watched her interview and with People magazine, and that was an interesting thing. I always find it so interesting that she, it's not that I want her to be like broken up about it or anything like that, but I also wonder is she allowing herself to like really process it and feel her feelings, or is she masking and just moving on? Because if that happened to me after a year of being with, like, I've had some situations that happened to me after a year and have been devastated. So I can't, I'm, it's like a disconnect for me. And so I'm wondering, like, is she really not allowing herself to process it because she just wants to be like, I want to be over it. I want to be past it. And I wonder if that's like hindering her healing in some type of way. Cause she was like, I've healed. I'm like, this was a couple weeks ago, girl. Like even the next day after it happened, she was just like, I'm good. Guys, don't worry about me. I'm good. And I get it. You don't want people to worry about you, but at the same time, I think it's okay to feel your feelings,
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to discount that she possibly could just be operating in a space of acceptance, right? Like when something is so clear, right? Like when you don't have to really question it. I do think that sometimes, especially in relationships, you don't have to go back and ask, well, like, was it this? Was it that? Like, like, I don't know. We don't know what it was, but clearly it was something where it was like, all right, I'm out. Like, especially when you're talking about racism, right? Like, I feel like the only thing she could possibly go back and question is just, was there any red flags that she possibly missed, or like, was there anything? I mean, her family, everybody around him was accepting of her. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. If this was, if he was coming from a family that didn't like black women or black people, maybe there could have been something. But I feel like with this, it's just like, there's nothing you could do but accept it. And so possibly she's operating in that. And then also too, watching it, it did kind of feel like is there just like a mask up, and she is just like, she's just,
this is the public persona.
Yeah, right. This is the public persona. Like, I have a very just, hi, like, I'm here. Praise God.
I'm good.
Yeah. Because in the villa, she expressed emotions, and sometimes she was like a little bottled up about stuff, and it was an overpour. Like she cried, like we saw a lot of emotions from her. And so to see her so buttoned up in this, it does make you question what is going on, but at the same time, I do also understand when there's nothing you could do but accept it, like with cheating. So I think sometimes you can ask yourself, was it me? But like somebody's being racist, I can't blame myself for that. Like, what do I do with that, right? Especially if she is somebody who is firm, in her identity, and wouldn't allow something like that to shake, who she is at her core. So sure. I'm not sure, but definitely during the interview, I was kind of like, girl, where you at in there? Like, just a little bit.
Yeah. No, she's been very, very like showing out, very flawless. The who was the rapper that
Glock Key Glock? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know the rappers. I know it's something Glock.
I know they say he's Young Dolph's protege or or something like that. But I guess we see now she was in his video. That's where they were, hanging out because she kind of set it up like she grabbed his hand or something like that.
It was very genetic coded.
So it was interesting, but overall, it does seem like she's just focused on moving on. And I feel her on the busy part. Like in the interview, she said, being busy, I don't have time to think about it. And that's a good thing when, especially like, it's better than I think sometimes just being at home and sinking further into your feelings, like into sadness, not necessarily your feelings. But I think you do have to reserve time for your feelings. Otherwise, you might not catch the lesson that's in there. I was just saying this to myself this morning. I was like, you gotta allow yourself to be angry at this a specific situation. You gotta allow yourself to be angry. I was like, I'm over here trying to jump to the healing already, and it's like you might kind of miss the lesson of the moment by not allowing yourself to feel that. And so, wishing
well, there's
her
stages
the best.
of grief, right? And like anger is a part of that, acceptance is a part of that, bargaining is a part of that, right? Like when you're going back and forth. So I feel like with Janae, she's I mean, it's not a cyclical process, right? And no matter what, that is something that she has to grieve. Like she has to grieve the fact that there was a future with this person, the relationship that she thought she was gonna have, the life she thought she was gonna have, because he was giving her all of that, right? At least through what she interpreted, right?
Yeah, the expectation was that was going to happen.
Right, the expectation was set. And so she does have to grieve it. And I'm sure she is going through all of those things. And so are we only seeing her at the parts where she's feeling, it's a day where I'm waking up and I'm feeling the acceptance, you know? She went home to Hawaii. Who knows what emotions came up while she was home. And, you know, you're around all the nature. You get to ground yourself a little bit, you know? So, and I only brought that up because you mentioned like anger, like, yeah, sometimes it is acceptance. Sometimes you're reaching back and you're trying to bargain. Sometimes you're angry. It's all the things, you know. Sometimes you're in denial. So
yeah.
One of the
things I did think.
Oh, go ahead.
One of the things I did think about though was that, like, I wonder also if their relationship being so far apart was so fragmented that it doesn't feel like a huge loss. Like it feels like I'll process it at some point because that was somebody who was in my life, but maybe they just weren't spending that much time together. I don't know. Did she say like how often they talked, you know, FaceTimed and things like that? Do you remember?
Well, I think on this past episode, you know, they were talking about how they see each other, I think like twice a month or something like that, or maybe once a month with the distance. And I'm sure when they're busy, it might be even less than that sometimes. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were like, you know, I would expect that they were in daily communication with each other. I don't see Janae being the type of girl who would be with a man that wasn't communicating with her, you know, every day. Especially when she's like, I want to be smothered in your space, you know. I couldn't see it. But then also too, him talking about he needs his space. Who knows how many times that has come up in conversation in different types of ways, whether it's like, oh, you know, I'm busy, I can't call you or pick up the phone all the time, like it could have shown up in that type of way. But yeah, that's a good point. Like if you're not seeing that person every single day, or it's not like, oh, let's go, you know, to the gym together, let's go to the grocery store together, like all the little things, those aren't things you're gonna miss because that person wasn't incorporated in your day-to-day life. They were just kind of like, you know, they were your person on the phone, and then in person y'all got that, you know, specific time together. But and
I also think in some ways,
I was saying I really hate this for her.
Yeah,
that it ended up like this. Like happy for her that it happened now and not later, but you know, I'm just like, come on now.
Yeah, I was about to say in some ways, like Janae seems to like. I mean, she is high pressure, but then she's also low pressure. I'm about to say she seems to give him space to do certain things, right? Because like someone else, it might have been like, oh no, this is not going to work for me. You know what I mean? Or when he was trying to figure out on this episode, would he extend his lease? And she was like, I want him to have 6 months. If he wants to keep extending it, I'd rather him, you know than us to make a rush decision. You know, someone else may have been like, oh, bruh, TikTok, you know what I mean? And so I think she gives him room a little bit to do certain things. And so who knows if the daily communication was exactly FaceTimes or calls, because it could have been like he checks in, and you know, I'm not going to press him on it, you know, type of thing. Because she seems like she can be low pressure in certain situations.
Yeah, it was also very interesting to me. Something that really stuck out just in terms of their communication. When they were at the beach and he found out about his brother, she said, I'm glad he was open with me. It shows me that he trusts me. And I was kind of like, has there not been any other displays of vulnerability and emotional closeness that this would be something to even comment about, you know, just in terms of the state of their relationship? I think it's also important to remember Kenny came in a little bit later through the process. I think he came in like right before Casa Amor. Not saying it makes like a huge difference, but I think in terms of like quality time and how much time they were actually able to spend on the island, and then that transition into a relationship in comparison to Miguel and Leah or Serena and Kordell. Serena and Kordell were together from day dot, like from the first day, right?
For I thought Miguel came in late too.
Miguel, he came in later too. I don't think he was after Kenny though.
Kenny? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, y'all. But I say that to say, also too, Kenny's just a different, Miguel just a different type of man. Miguel said, Miguel came in there for love, clearly. But I say that to say, potentially where their relationship was by the time they got out the villa, it wasn't at a like, I'm finna move to LA or to Las Vegas
type of situation.
So right. Also too, she's in Las Vegas, so it's not like Serena moving to LA or Miguel moving to LA. Like it also makes sense, right? Because there's a lot of opportunities in terms of their career that they were trying to go into. And so I do wonder if that also was like, okay, like we don't have to rush to do this in terms of from his standpoint. Like we don't have to rush to do this because we are only like a year into this relationship. Like, I don't have to, you know, like we're still getting to know each other, seeing if this is going to work out. So yeah, I think like with the truncated time in the villa, of course, it just makes it seem like it's longer time in real life. But yeah, I do wonder, like it was still a new relationship. So are you going to move? Maybe not.
What'd you think about like, so he had the situation with his brother in this episode. Yeah. And it was kind of like, it was interesting because it's like, here's this villain having an actual real life moment where you would feel bad for this person, yada, yada, yada. How'd you feel? Like, how was that watching that piece of it? Because, you know, it was interesting.
I mean, yeah, you know, Taylor, he just got trampled by a horse. Like, I was terrified watching that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't like
Taylor
the
from
dude.
Love Island season 7.
But I don't. Yeah, from season 7. Yeah, I don't like the dude, but do I want to see you get hurt? No. You know what I'm saying? I don't like what you did to Janae. I don't like you, Kenny. But do I want to see you, you know, or a family member of yours is going through something like that where they're in a sudden coma and unconscious? Like, you don't want to hear about that type of stuff, right? So, I was like, dang, like that really does suck. I was sitting there thinking like, and this woman is here supporting you, and this is the woman that you just played. Like, she's been there with you for a couple of challenges now, and you don't know whether or not you want to be with her, you want to move there, you know, just so much. So that's kind of where I was with that. Yeah.
And it's interesting, like with him, it's just like, I have dated private men before. Never again. It's always some shit. Like men who be like, oh, I like my privacy. Run. Red fucking flag.
Yeah, because what is he private about? And is he private? Is that what he was saying? Like, was he saying I'm private?
Well, I think that's what, no, I'm saying like what the way Janae described him is like him not opening up and him not, it's like that's private. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like she's describing a private one. Even when you were talking about the trust thing, like it shows me that he trusts. It's like, it's that private, like I want to be my own space. I don't want to move in together. Like, that's the stuff. Like, you know, and I remember when I was dating a guy who was very private, one of my friends, she was like, I mean, he could be a private person, private from the world, not private from your girl. I was like, that part. So it's like, there's a level of like, when someone's trying to be separate, and I'm not trying to say like, people should be enmeshed, because that's a totally different, you know, issue. But I'm saying when there's not this ability to open up and let someone in, it's like they cannot love you. Love requires vulnerability. And so it's just like, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I don't know if I have anything else on them. Do you?
No, but definitely
or the episode,
agree. Definitely agree. Yeah, it don't make no sense. If he was a private person, I feel like that's a big red flag right there, because how are y'all supposed to share life together and you don't know him? Like, if something that is so out of his control, like his brother going into a coma, is the thing that lets you know he trusts you, then potentially he does not trust you, because that's not something he can hide. You know what I'm saying? He also told Kayla, like, so it's not something that's going to be a secret, because it's so much, right? Like, that's not something you would deal with necessarily, like, in secrecy, versus you having ulterior motives, having a different life, you know, X, Y, and Z that happens. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about Kaylor and Aaron's situation? Their drama kind of took up a lot of the episode for the finale, and they decided to just part ways. How'd you feel about all this? Because I was just kind of like, I felt for Aaron, because I did feel like she was going back and forth, but then at the same time I was like, that's that lick back, you know, that I don't know, like, you know. And then I also saw the new guy that she's her boyfriend, basically. I saw him a little bit in a new light. You know, he seemed like he's nice. Maybe he treats her well. I don't know. But it seems like, you know, that could be something. And maybe it's not about the looks. He looks 12, for sure. Whoever said that. Somebody say he looked like a teenager. He looks 12. He looks 12. But, you know, she ain't but 21 herself. Right. So... or whatever she is now. She's the youngest, so.
Yeah, I'm with you. I did also feel for Aaron a little bit. I do feel like Taylor was giving mixed signals and she was going back and forth. And I think the worst part was the fact that she didn't want to take accountability for leading him on a little bit, you know? Like, if you're saying stuff like, I don't want to, you know, do this and that because I don't want to catch feelings and I already am. Or we didn't see that on camera, but we did see when he had offered to, like, come on his side of LA or something like that. She was like, are you asking me on a date? And so that from there, like, that's already leading, you know what I'm saying?
Everything until it wasn't was giving y'all in a little will they won't they, you know?
Yes. And I feel like it would have continued to be that if Torrin was not around. Like, if Torrin wasn't there, it was like, you know. And I actually, in this episode, I thought back to the fact that in their first conversation, Aaron had said he had not been with anybody since her. And I don't know how many people she's been with, because it seems like there was a Porta Potty guy, Torrin, somebody else that was friends with Porta Potty guy. I don't know. And then whoever else from before all of that. Not saying there's anything wrong with being with multiple people, but I am wondering, is she so male-centered and relationship focused that she could not take a step back and not be all up over Aaron and giving those mixed signals, because she likes the attention a little bit, which at her age it would make sense. So I'm not saying there's anything, you know, I'm not calling her I think the word slut and all that was used in the show. I'm not saying none of that.
Who used that? I missed that.
Yeah.
Like that little housewives meme. Who said that?
Yeah. No, I think she said it to Aaron when Aaron was just talking about everything that had been going on, and she was like, "You're not about to tell me I'm a slut, so when I'm a slut," or something like that. But anywho, I say all that to say the girl probably ain't let up from male attention, and she probably would benefit from it.
Just that's real. That's real. I feel like in recent years, like the past 5 years, I've seen more themes around women decensoring men as like a thing, right?
Yes.
And a concept that, because I'm like, I feel like women are raised and taught to censor men and censor romance and all these different things. And so I you know, it's a learning thing to get into censoring self and, you know, your female friendships also, centering those a little bit more, but really centering self.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. But yeah, did you have anything else on Kaylor and Aaron?
No, only his party. And I'm like, does he have Spanish? He kept calling his grandma his abuela.
Abuela, yeah. I caught that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. But yeah. That party where she just was like, thanks for the invite, and then didn't come. I don't know why he thought she would come just based on thanks for the invite. But
I don't know either. I feel like it was one of them things where it's like you just test the water to see if you still got it, because ain't no way you thought she was gonna come and then also bring Torrin after y'all just had this big old blow up. And I'm like, why would you want him there when you keep saying it's tough to see her with other guys? So that made no sense to me. I was like, Grandma, when she was like, well, it looks like she's not coming because she would have been here already. I was like, throw that salt on the wound, girl. Throw it. Like,
I know.
She was, I was like, dog. Oh, I said the Brits is direct.
I know. That was a lot. That was a lot. But yeah, nothing on them. You want to talk about Serena and Kordell next?
Yes.
A side note, like, one, congratulations to him for being on Reasonable Doubt. I know that's your show.
I love Reasonable Doubt, honey. I cannot wait. I can't wait. They have a good lineup this season. If you don't watch it,
really,
Kamaria doesn't watch it, y'all. So I guess I'm gonna have to do it through green screens on TikTok. But I'm gonna cover Reasonable Doubt by myself.
Really. Okay, but aside from his good news, I was so shocked that Serena didn't even actually have a therapist. I was like, she's going through all this anxiety stuff. I was like, wow, like she really is dealing with this stuff by herself.
Yeah, that's why I kept bringing it up. Like, I hope she gets help, because it seemed like I was kind of like, what is the interventions that's happening here? What's the coping skills that she's learning? What are the triggers that she's learning? Because it didn't seem like she understood fully what was going on and what was possibly triggering it, because things was happening at all different types of events and social gatherings, you know? And so I was so proud of her when she said, I have to figure this out on my own, because sometimes when you have anxiety, especially at that level, sleeping with your partner is so much easier. Like I hear it all the time. Like, oh, like I need my person with me. Like I'm going to cry if they're not there, because like, you know, the anxiety is like really, really heightened when they're not there. Like there's just like a sense of safety. And so that could be a lot for Kordell to have to take on, which it seems like he was proudly taking it on for her. But at some point that can become exhausting, and it can become a strain on the relationship. So I was so happy to hear her say that and like to name it, because it's a lot, and it would slow him down with his career and what he has going on, to have to make sure that you're okay every single morning when you're waking up with panic attacks and stuff, you know. That's really, really scary, especially at her age, and just like heart conditions and all the things. So yeah, so proud of her. So proud of her. Again, with the timeline, I'm like, okay, so it hasn't even necessarily been a full year by the time all of this is being filmed and this is happening. And so maybe it just took some time for her to have to like process, like, I need to go get some assistance with this. And also to like beyond just medication, like a lot of times some people need both. Some people, you know, just need therapy, whatever works for you. But yeah, happy for her. I was like, yes.
And then I'm like, this is about to be its own journey, because finding a therapist and finding a good one can be difficult, you know.
Yeah,
I looked up because So
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that.
Side note though, just some resources. This might be a good plug for the Black women and men listening. Therapy for Black Girls is a great resource. The Loveland Foundation gives out money to Black women for 12 sessions, $120 quarterly though, so you got to get on the wait list, but check them out. And then there's also a I think it is Speak Black Man. I think that is the name. I'm sure if you put that in, it's going to come up. And then also Therapy for Black Men. They also have some pretty good resources to find a therapist based on your insurance coverage and things like that. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Love sharing.
Maybe I'll put that in the description below.
Yes. But yeah, good resources. Good resources. Thank you for sharing that. Do we want to move into Leah and Miguel? They've got like the visa issue.
Yeah, sure.
Like, bro, this ain't the climate. Yeah, this ain't the climate to be doing that in. Like, right. Get your papers right. Okay?
Get it together. Get it together. Right. I'm like, because she said straight up, long distance ain't for me, buddy. So if you want to be with me, get your papers together. I do wonder, though, how much they might, like, currently with visas intact, how much they go to the UK. Well, he said he hasn't seen his family like that. So who knows? But hopefully that is something where, you know, when things are settled, they'll be able to go back and forth maybe a little bit more. Freely. At least he can and see his people. But yeah, get that visa, my brother.
Yeah. I'm like, what's happening?
Stop playing. Ain't nobody got time to be locked up in a country because you ain't got your papers together.
Right. Like, it's, look. Anywho, but side note, who was the woman Cassidy, whatever? Like, Serena.
Girl, beats me. When they pulled that clip back, I said, who is that? Who is that? I was with Serena.
Really?
Who was he paired with? Who was she paired with? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Serena knew. I'm sure Serena knew, but
I'm like, Leah's her girl, so why she bring her? I was like, I don't know, but.
Yeah, I guess from what I can remember,
it's nothing.
Yeah, because that wasn't even who he brought back from Casa Amor. So it definitely was nothing for sure. I don't remember the girl. So yeah, truly.
Maybe she wasn't paired up with him. Maybe she just had moments where they kissed.
Yeah, I think she was in Casa.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she was in Casa. But I'm saying, like, she wasn't even who he brought back from Casa. So
I got you.
It wouldn't have been like a, you know, he really liked her type of vibe where it would be like a, why are you bringing this girl around? In that moment, I was like, well, I guess they was all kissing each other. So them sharing a kiss, you know, doesn't necessarily like mean y'all can't be friends.
Yeah, no, true. Last year was Casa Amor, like, was it just the guys going out? Or did the women have
the guys left last time, and the girls stayed in the villa. But the girls had guys too. But all the guys just brought girls back. So
but the women didn't bring their guys back.
No, Janae, Serena, and Leah didn't bring nobody back. But Miguel, Kordell, and Kenny all brought women back. So it was a field day in the house.
Interesting.
For sure.
That's
why, like, the first episode when Hood Up of Love Island USA season 7 was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, all you deserve some real men. I think she was trying to give that energy, like, oh, all y'all trying to recouple up with this new girl type of vibe. I think that was when Sierra stood up or something. I don't know, but that's that energy I think she was trying to bring, like, and that's why everybody was kind of like, no, girl, this is not that. But anywho. Tangent.
I got you. Yeah. Do we want to get into basically, I think just everybody else, Kendall and his family. We saw his dad. There was Liv is doing. Why are you laughing?
Because Kendall, that dad conversation when he was like, yeah, we had to have some rough conversations because I'm sure some things were a little bit like, what happened? Like, what is this? Like,
but kudos for that dad for still showing up. You know,
honestly, I said that's a good daddy right there.
You.
Yeah, that's a good daddy. When he said, I just wanted to come and see what you needed, I said, that's a good man. That's a good man. So, yeah.
Good man, Savannah. But there was, that the sister was there. There was Liv is doing photo shoots for Australian magazine, I think it was. Yeah. And Connor is just Connor,
literally
the season's tag along. Is that everybody?
Yeah, that is everybody. That's everybody. So yeah, it looks like everybody is just busy. Some people moving to LA. It looks like permanently, or at least for a little while. Liv said she was gonna move, so I guess we will continue to see their successes online.
Yeah. And like you said, probably this is a good wrap. Just wrap it here.
Wrap it all up.
I wonder what the viewership was for Beyond the Villa, because
it wasn't high. They barely posted clips and stuff of it.
I had so many things I would have rather to watch the episode, and it was just like, all right, let me turn this thing on. But that's the season, guys. Like, subscribe, make sure you're commenting, and hype us up. Yes. Like, we are really appreciative of everyone who likes, comments, watches, follows, subscribes. Just, we appreciate it all. Thank you so much. It keeps helps our new page. We are going on 7 months now. It keeps us growing and reaching the people who want to find us. So we appreciate all of the love. So thank you.
Yes.
And
bye.